Hey, what's up? I'm Mark Terribellini, and in this video I'm going to do a little bit of power washing. So I plan on painting the entire house here in the next couple days. I'm going to get a roof in probably like a week or two, so I just kind of like have everything painted, so when the roof goes on it's all done and looks really nice. Like I said in another video, I'm going to have a carpenter come in and fix all that, replace that board. But basically the deal is there's a lot of dirt that builds up on the surface, and you don't want to paint over that because you want to have paint sticking to something that's going to fall off. Just trying to paint a dusty surface does not work very well. So the idea is I need to wash it off. So I got a power washer here, and I'll show you how to use it. Basically, you just spray the entire house off, everything, the ceilings, all the eaves, try and get all the cobwebs off, all the dirt. And just completely clean it off. And so I'll kind of show you how it goes here. So I rented this at Home Depot. So if you go to any your local Home Depot, you can rent these things. I think this for a 4-hour window, this was like $50 or $60 total, something like that. So basically you stick your hose, stick it down here. Get nice and snug. All right, and I'll give you a hose. To stick, there's kind of two ends here. This one goes on the gun, which is right here. So this is the gun here. And so this guy, this guy connects right here. You pull this back, slide this in, and let it forward, and then you're locked in. And then it is the same for gun. You pull this back, slide the gun in there, and then you're good to go. And so first what you need to do is go turn the water on. So we go turn the water on and we'll get this going. Now you can see that my hose is kind of leaking a little bit. If that's happening, make sure it's pointed downwards. You don't want it to be spraying up over onto the pressure washer because it will mess it up. Spoken from experience there. So we're good to go. You can test it by just pulling the trigger on this thing before you start it. You can adjust the direction of this thing. I recommend doing that before you start spraying. You want to be sure when you're starting this thing, you may want to make sure that there is water in the systems. Don't start it without water in it because it's going to build pressure and there's nothing there to build pressure with. So it can break over, if you do it too long. So I'm going to go ahead and start this up. All you have to do is come over here. There is a red switch. Turn it to on. And there is a choke usually. This one right here. So there's a choke here, so you might have to adjust these a little bit to make sure to get it to run smoothly. But I think it might be good to go, so we're gonna give this a shot right here. So we're good to go. I'll show you a little bit of the spraying and then I'll check back in a little bit later, but I'm not going to show you everything because it's pretty self-explanatory. You just go and spray everything. So we'll get started. as you can see, it's pretty straightforward. I just went through, I start usually high to bottom. So I usually start, I make sure to get behind in there, like underneath, and then get the rest of it. And then basically all top down, basically moving the dirt down as I go. I did want to stay a little bit drier, so I actually did the ceiling last here. So I did all the walls, and then I did the ceiling last and just basically walked out as I sprayed, so it's not dripping all over me the whole time. But I'm going to continue this. I've got the rest of the house to do. It's going to be probably take another 40 minutes, probably maybe an hour. I'm going to try and bang this out real quick before it gets dark, and then I'll be ready for prep. Basically, I got to go in and do some caulking things where there's cracks, scrape off any chipping off paint, and all the prep work, and then actually paint the place. So if you like this content, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.